I want to talk about your personal relationship, because you two have been very open about the fact that you're in this relationship. You didn't have to go there. I mean, why was it important for you both to share that with your audience?
Well, there were sort of two large factors. One was that we were experiencing a lot of questions and like hurtful words from people about the fact that we act very openly gay in our videos. So one thing was just to get it out there so that we didn't have to have any more questions. It didn't stop them or anything, but it helped
to
maybe diminish.
There was a lot
of
people who had harmless questions who were just genuinely curious.
Yeah, and we thought it was you have to come out. That's an important part of being gay. But also we really started to realize that there is an issue, as we said, with a lot of STEM fields, with visibility of lots of people outside of like cisgendered straight white men. And so that's sort of the history of science. You see it in all the books. That's just like when you're learning about science, that's who you see represented. And so we thought it's important that we let people know that, we're gay and that we have personalities and that we kind of like have a lot of fun and like we act a certain way and we can still love science. And I just think that it's important, like there needs to be more women, there needs to be more people of color, there needs to be a lot more people represented in science so that young people who are interested in it can actually see themselves represented and be like, I can do this. Because there are times when it was even hard for us just thinking about, all these people look and act a certain way and we're different. And that was the main reason that we wanted to do it.
Yeah, it's definitely a really interesting space because some of the comments become this sort of like pseudo-intellectual, this is science, it doesn't matter what your sexuality is. Because a lot of the people genuinely didn't care about our sexuality and they were almost upset that we thought it was important. But to us, speaking to Greg's point of, it's just really important that people can identify themselves in any field, whether that's science. But science being sort of this narrow, very stringent, scary field for a lot of people. We thought, there are a lot of people out there who are probably like us and identify with us, and hopefully we can be that catalyst for them. And just, having the personality. I mean, as science communicators, that's what we need to do. We're not in the labs, although I had worked in labs and we kind of have a background in science and research and whatnot. Our job now is to be science communicators. And so we're constantly searching out ways, how do we improve that? We can do that through the whiteboards, but now we have a second channel that our personalities are highlighted in because YouTube's this amazing platform that kids are really identifying with. And they identify with personalities as well as they do with content. And for us, it's a way to show that, we aren't. The thing we like least about ASAP Science is that it comes off as all-knowing. And we hate this idea that in science, there's geniuses and there's just these people who are just so smart and they're born with higher IQs or they're better. And so we started the second channel to show that we're like personable and that, we started vlogging so people can see we're just normal guys who have a passion for learning, who love learning about things. We don't know everything. We spend time researching these episodes, and that's our skill set. We went to school and gained that skill set. But hopefully people will be realizing, hey, science isn't reserved for a specific subset of people. It's for anyone who has curiosity about life. And it kind of goes back to that question of, is science boring? But to us, the word science is almost misconstrued. It's like science is just life, or science is the process by which we understand any question you could ever have. Or it's at least one of those processes, and there might be art and there might be some other ways to look at it. But for us, it's just this is life and we're interested in it, and this is our way of figuring this out.